Woke Twitter has a mental breakdown after the Morning Joe show admits that Cubans want to vote for Trump because they don't like socialism. They escaped from Castro. They escaped from the tyranny of communism. And the woke Twitter leftist socialists can't handle the truth. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet, we're going to talk about Morning Joe, no, not Sleepy Joe, Morning Joe on MSNBC, and about the Cuban vote. You see, Cubans and Latinos do not want to vote for Democrats because the Democrats have openly embraced socialism, and so now the left is eating itself on Twitter. Now I want to show you a thread on the hacker known as 4chan. Here you can see the left eating themselves. What do they mean? All of this Cubans are not Spanish /POC/PC. And then here you can see a bunch of woke Twitter leftists screaming and reeing about Morning Joe. Now, the things they're saying are absolutely insane. And I think the only way to show you that is simply to read some of these. So, Diane123 says, I think if I were a Democrat strategist for South Florida regarding the Cuban American voters, I think I would be looking at comparisons between Trump and Castro. I am sure there are many. Now, because leftists, especially woke leftists, live in a delusional, paranoid fantasy, a parallel universe where Trump is literally a dictator. They honestly believe that there's no difference between Castro and Trump. Castro was a communist who ruled with an iron fist, who made the people disappear. And yet, they're so deranged. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, that they actually believe that Trump is just as bad as Castro. It is not even comparable. Trump is an American. He believes in American rights. If Trump was like Castro, all these Democrats rioting in the streets would have been mowed down and removed and placed in camps, because that's what communism does. And then it gets even worse because you have leftists unironically advocating for communism. Wes Lasseter says, Dear Cuban Americans, I thought you ran away from Castro to get away from his fascist regime. You mean communist? Please enlighten to us, what's the difference between Trump and Castro? They are delusional. They are out of their minds. The difference between Trump and Castro, are you kidding me? You see, a lot of people on the woke left are communists, and they unironically LARP as revolutionaries, and they unironically believe that real socialism has never been tried. They're in for a sour, sorry surprise. Now, before we continue with the story, because, their meltdown is epic. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications for more content. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a share. And because I'm a capitalist, I'm going to do a quick shout out for our sponsor, Double Tap Audio. Are you in the market for new headphones? Consider Double Tap, premium, high-quality headphones designed to be virtually indestructible. Made from once-fired brass, support a product made in America. These headphones are designed to never ever break. There's the R1 version that come in different styles, as well as the modular version. This version has interchangeable parts, fully customizable, and even come with potential upgrades such as Bluetooth. Listen to music wirelessly. Get yours today. Click the link down below in the description. So woke Twitter is absolutely having a mental breakdown. And it is hilarious. You can see all of these leftists reeing over this. Thomas Batten says, Morning Joe had a Florida poll showing that Cuban Americans over other Latinx is offensive. Say Hispanic. Voters are heavily in favor of Trump. Ironic, since Trump has the ego and authoritarian tendencies of Fidel Castro, who they left behind. These people haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. Now, for those of you curious to see part of the segment of the Morning Joe show, I'll just show you this clip where they admit that Hispanic and Latino voters want to vote Trump.
More now on Trump leading Biden by 4 points among Latinos in the NBC Marist poll of Florida voters. It's a demographic that went for Hillary Clinton in 2016 by 27 points. Trump's lead over Biden in that poll is sizable among Latinos of Cuban descent, whereas Biden is just slightly ahead among all other Latinos in the state. And another poll out of Florida shows a similar trend.
So as you can see, the left is absolutely seething. They're seething in their boots that Trump has such a good lead with Cubans and, well, is gaining numbers with Hispanic voters. Now, I personally do not know why non-Cuban Hispanics are voting for Biden so much. I mean, Biden? Socialism? The destruction of religion? A lot of Hispanic people are traditional, and there's nothing traditional about the modern Democrat Party. I want to show you a tweet from an actual Cuban, and this is what he has to say. Omar Navarro says, "One of the biggest threats to freedom are from Cubans who are pro-Castro and pro-communist. My family did not leave the country to repeat the same crap here. They left it to put America first and the Constitution." Exactly. You see, Cubans understand where communism leads. They actually lived through it. And yet you have all these smug liberal elitists who say, "Oh, you're a fool, you Cuban. I'm a white person. I went to gender studies school. I know what's best." You're silly. Real socialism was never tried. The communism that you experienced wasn't real communism. And you can see how it goes. These delusional leftists actually believe they understand socialism and communism better than people who actually suffered during these regimes. And then you can see these unironic socialists LARPing on Twitter, saying things like, "Stalin and Castro were actually pretty cool guys." Yeah, because Stalin didn't kill everyone who looked at him funny. That never happened. Fletch says, "I can understand people not liking Stalin, but Castro, Uncle Ho? If you still think either of those leaders were a net bad for their people, you need to take a serious look at how much American propaganda has infiltrated your worldview." So this, my friends, is someone we call an idiot. Plain and simple. In a communist regime, you would be murdered and killed for being a dissident. It's that simple. Someone like you is too dangerous. They're going to get rid of you. They're going to put that boot on your head. And you're not going to be asked to lick it. You're just going to be shot. Fletch says, "Yes, Stalin is cool, guys. He just made many more mistakes and was a homophobe." Best Mertnaya replies, "Honestly, now I don't get why people hated Stalin either." Stalin was one of the most horrific men in history. So was Castro. They were both horrible. I would say Stalin was worse, but these people have no clue what they're even talking about. Millions of people died under Stalin. And things weren't so great under Castro either. These people are insane. But leftists and Democrats are in a panic because Trump is making headway with voters. And how was he able to do this? Well, unlike Joe Biden, Morning Joe admits, he wasn't hiding in his basement.
Man, nothing works like work. And Donald Trump has been working hard, advertising nonstop in the Cuban American community for some time. And that hard work, surprise, surprise, is paying off dividends right now. Joe Biden has not worked hard down there.
Oh man, who knew that getting out of your basement and actually being a candidate and politician and putting in the work, actually paid off. So, whether you're Cuban or not, you've got a choice. Are you going to vote for Sleepy Joe? Or are you going to vote for Trump? That's the question, isn't it? I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to vote for Biden. The dude is senile, from the looks of it. He can't even get a sentence half the time. Like, is it really even a contest? Now, let's leave off this story with this meme, because it's absolutely perfect. "No, but you're a Latinx. You're supposed to be progressive and support us. BLM, feminist, soy boy cuck." Based Mexican says, "No, señor. Let's go, compadre." Yes, but that's merely the obvious. What a day. Let me know what you think about this story down below in the comment section. As always, if you want to support the channel, you can do so by joining me on Patreon or Subscribestar. And sharing the video, of course. If you like my videos or you think they're worth sharing, consider sharing them on social media. These days, the only promotion that I get is word of mouth. Anyhow, if you want to donate, that's in the description. If you want to visit my merch store, if you want to visit my sponsors, that's all down there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.